I'm Assistant Chief Constable Julie Cook and I am the lead in Merseyside Police, the Chief Officer lead for the LGBT network, and I also have that role nationally for Chief Officers. My aim as a trans ally is to make sure that officers and staff within the police organisation are as aware as possible about the issues faced by our trans colleagues and our trans community. And I really strongly believe that if we can get that awareness really strong within the organisation, then we're in the best place to be able to deliver the best service to all of our communities of Merseyside and beyond.
My name is Dana Andra, and I was a transgender woman, and I say was because I now just consider myself to be a woman, having finished my transition at least 3 or 4 years ago. And I just enjoy my life now as a female, as I've always wanted to be. Transgender visibility means, to me, it means being able to be out and about as yourself. Whether people know that you're trans or not, that's a secondary factor. Just the fact that part of transitioning is that you have to work up to the point where you can actually be yourself and feel comfortable wearing all different, whole new set of clothes and etc. And when you finally get used to that, that to me is you're able to be visible in the world as your not your new self, but as your authentic self. And that to me is what visibility means.
I'm Reverend Sister Renata, and I'm one of Merseyside Police chaplains. For myself, visibility is vitally important, especially for those who have lived their lives very much in the shadow and never having the courage to be themselves or to be visible. And I think it's time for those shadows to be erased and for them to come out into the sunshine and be who they are, where they are, and to shine. I'd like to give out the message for those like myself who are from the intersex community, to not be afraid, to be visible. I myself came out of the shadows a long, long time ago and was happy to be who I am and to be seen and to be known. I'm a Franciscan sister, I'm now a chaplain, and I've lived my life and enjoyed my life because I've been visible. And visibility is most important because the shadows are nowhere to be hiding in, because there's plenty of light.
I'm Christian Owens and I identify as transgender. I'm a police officer. I've been in the police service for the last 24 years and I'm currently a sergeant in the Community Engagement Unit. I am very out, proud and visible as a trans man within my organisation and my community. It's important to be able to be yourself and to be visible. It's something that most people take for granted, but as a trans person, we often struggle with throughout our lives. Why it's important for me to be visible is it's important to be myself, but it's also important to educate and raise awareness within the police service. I want people to be fully aware of what it's like to be trans and for people to feel comfortable to talk to members of the community and to talk to me and feel that they can use the correct language, terminology and pronouns. It's really important that we get to celebrate who we are, which is why we are celebrating an event this year on the 31st of March at the Museum of Liverpool. My hope is that visibility and raising awareness will assist us in increasing the reporting of hate crime from trans people in our communities. It's also important that our visibility ensures that the youth in our communities have important role models and that their parents of young trans people know that there are role models there that can assist their children, give them voices and give them hope for the future.
Hello, I'm Imogen Christie. I'm male to female trans. I live in Liverpool. I'm originally from Glasgow and I work with some community groups here in Liverpool. Well, visibility actually means a lot of different things to me. First and foremost, it means about being able to take part in a full and active public life. It also means to me actually thinking about the footprint that we put down for the generations coming next to us, and what the crops that they'll reap for what we do now. I actually believe we're at a particular moment in time in terms of trans identity, non-binary identity, and gender queer and other forms of gendered identity. It's never been so large in the social and psychological landscape as at this moment. So in terms of visibility, for me really is, let's seize the day.
My name's Keith, and I'm a parent of a child who's transgender. So I want to make myself visible to let other parents know and understand that just because your child's transgender is not going to stop them being a child and living a full, happy, healthy life. Role models for the likes of Christian, he is in the police now. Before we were aware of what transgender is and how it will affect, my child was really down and felt like their whole world was crashing down and there was no tomorrow. Now seeing that people can live their life in however they choose to be and be successful, and most importantly be happy and healthy, and that there's nothing that's going to stop you being who you are. And just because you're transgender does not mean that will change anything. Your person is your person. And a message for the children, I will say that your parents love you for who you are, not what you are.
Hi, I'm Jennifer and I'm a transgender woman.
Hi, I'm Jay and I'm a trans guy.
Hi, I'm Ethan, I'm a trans guy.
Visibility to me means that other people like me can access spaces that they need to and able to be themselves in society.
Visibility means to me that I need to be myself in order to show young trans people that they ain't alone, and it's not something to be ashamed of, it's something to be proud about. The Young Persons Advisory Service has helped me build the confidence in the JARA group. The Transgender Day of Visibility event is important to show that we are here and we have a voice, we won't be ignored.
I think visibility is important because if more people know that trans people exist, then people are less likely to gender people incorrectly and make assumptions.
So people are more aware of our community and be more respectful, and so that we can be able to live our day-to-day lives without any trouble.